Everywhere I go, I see it. I see it etched in their faces, in their eyes, in the way they shuffle past each other like ghosts. Mental illness. It's everywhere, within our families, within our circle of friends, within our work environment. It's pure human suffering. Eyes hollowed by exhaustion, minds weighed down by invisible chains, a society cracking under its own weight. People drowning in pressures they didn't create, struggling under rules they never wrote. A circus of despair. They feed us all of it, day after day, and call it news. 99% negativity. And that 1%? A fireman saving a cat from a tree, a tiny spark thrown into a sea of darkness. I'm tired. Tired of the noise, tired of the sickness, tired of pretending this is normal. They say ignorance is bliss, but bliss feels more like a myth. I'm inches from closing the door, from disappearing quietly into silence. My own personal defiance. But then I remember. It's not my silence that they fear. It's the silence of all of us. When enough of us disappear, they lose their power. This is my last goodbye. To the master plan, this global reset, whatever you want to call it. The fear of AI, the fear of losing our incomes. Whatever comes, be prepared. A few people at the top getting richer while the rest of us keep losing ground. All of us going down in flames together. While we watch in horror, the things we loved taken away, piece by piece. Our rights, our values, our beliefs. They keep chipping away until there's nothing left. This is my last goodbye to the quiet cost of living crisis, the sleepwalking into poverty. The lights that flickered last winter will go out for good come this December. How are you supposed to sleep when the heat is turned off? You can't. No one can. And yet still, they threaten to cut us even deeper, of making us colder, hungrier, weaker. Because hungry, cold, desperate people are easier to control, easier to herd into the cages they have prepared for us. This is my last goodbye to shortages, to empty shelves. Remember when that was unthinkable? How could that be happening here? Not me. I've seen it in third world countries, but not here. Not in my country. Never. And then it started. First, a flicker, then a full-blown blaze. And now the supermarkets are shadows of what they once were. Soon it'll get worse. Soon the doors will be locked, the shelves cleared, the aisles abandoned. Some will hoard food, others will starve. This is my last goodbye to the lies, to the deceit. Look into their eyes. Do you see conviction or doubt? Truth or fiction? We ask them questions, but do we really want the answers? Deep down, we already know. It's the same old story. The same lies repackaged, resold, retold. They keep spinning their webs, hoping we won't look too closely. But we do. We see right through. Even the smallest child can sense the tension, the fear that clings to their mother's voice. Every parent knows. Every child can feel it. We're all terminally gaslit, terminally betrayed. All this talk of a new world order, one world government, Agenda 2030, Great Reset, Build Back Better, whatever it is they're planning, they need compliance. And what better way to get it than to terrify us, scare us witless with images of a burning world? Fear is their weapon of choice. They tell us it's for our own good, for the greater good. They say if we don't do as we're told, it'll be our own fault. We should have lined up, submitted, complied. That's their end game, to force us to choose between our freedom and a life barely worth living. This is my last goodbye to the great filter, social media. They say if you don't conform, if you don't comply, you'll be silenced, deleted, banned. You must bend the knee. Say what we want you to say. Think what we want you to think. Stop thinking for yourself. Stop feeling. Stop being human. Just comply. Agree. Submit. This is my last goodbye to the hate. It oozes from every screen. X, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. It's everywhere. The moment you dare speak up, you're targeted, bullied, hounded. Your life becomes a living hell. They want us angry, divided, distracted. Hate is their tool. It's how they turn us against each other. It's fuel to keep their engine running. So don't hate. Don't fall into their trap. Don't let them win. How much more pain? Fatigue is their design. Weakness is their aim. But the cure is here too. It's called freedom. Because they don't care. Because they're not listening. Because they don't see. Because they don't feel. Because they've been bought and paid for. This is my last goodbye to the elites. You live in ivory towers, cut off from reality. You laugh and joke and dance while the rest of us burn. You cheer as we're shoved into cattle cars. You turn away as struggle every day in your deceitful web of bullshit. You turn a blind eye as children are ripped from their mother's arms. You turn a deaf ear as families are torn apart. You turn your face away as innocent blood is spilled. You're responsible, you're guilty, you will answer for this. This is my last goodbye to the puppet masters, the ones who pull the strings. From the shadows, you set the fires, started the wars. You pushed the buttons and unleashed the plagues. You laughed as nations burned. You cheered as economies crashed. You clapped as people froze to death in the streets. You're done. The play's over. The curtain falls. I refuse to be controlled. I refuse to comply. I'm done. This is my last goodbye to the new normal. There is no new normal. There will only ever be one normal, our normal, which is full of complete chaos. This is my last goodbye to the world that was and the world that is. Goodbye to a world that has forgotten how to breathe. Goodbye to a world that has forgotten what it means to be human. If I disappear, it's something I won't miss. Goodbye.